When I tell you these YouTube streets can be ruthless, malicious, man, you have to be very careful with what you do, with what you say on these YouTube streets. It's unbelievable. Sometimes I feel like, are we back in high school? Wow, y'all. What's good, YouTube family? Should I say good morning? Yeah, well, yes, it's still morning time. Still morning time. Just got off of work. I wanted to do 2 shifts, but my body was like, okay, it's time for you to go home. It's time for you to go home. So what's been going on? I mean, I've been working my butt off, getting this overtime. Ain't been really, doing too much. So sometimes it'd be hard to just pick up this camera, y'all. It'd be so hard to pick up the camera and talk to y'all. That's why I say, child, my YouTube channel, it'll be up and popping one day, probably when I'm able to record more videos and give you guys, more content and stuff like that. But what is going on in these YouTube streets? What is going on? I'm not really big on mess on YouTube. I know sometimes being messy and talking about, a lot of the big YouTube creators, you can get a lot of views, a lot of clicks and views, and, make some decent money. Well, I don't know how much, but, you're making a little change. What is this called doing? Don't. Okay. It really saddens me, man. It really saddens me that, you can turn on while it's red. Y'all know when I'm leaving work, I got to be careful because they can't drive around here. But like I was saying, I don't have time for the messiness on YouTube. I really don't. And it just saddens me because there's so many big YouTube creators that I actually like to watch. It's so many of them I like to go to, different pages and see what they're talking about and see what they're doing. But it's funny because you can watch one YouTube creator who's going off, fussing about somebody, cussing somebody out, and then you get links to who they're talking about. Somehow the other person who they're talking about will pop up on your feed, or their community profile or something like that will pop up on your feed, and then it become interesting. You be like, whoa, wait a minute, this person talking about that person, this new YouTube. And then it's crazy because you have new YouTubers, YouTube creators who are new, and they're joining into the mess and somehow getting dragged into it. And I'm like, what the hell? And they getting clicks and views like that. I don't got time for that. But it saddens me because, YouTubers like, okay, I'm going to throw some names out. And this is not me being messy. I'm just saying. Like Sean Bradley. A lot of people say he's messy on YouTube. Yeah, he do some... Sean is a mess. Yeah, he be throwing in his little shade and that, but he's very interesting to watch. I like him. And at the same time, I could tell Sean is cool people. I like his friend, what's his name? James Caldwell. I like him. Recently, James did a video about, why he didn't go to Vegas Gate. What it is, Vegas Gate 19. And now people assuming that they beefing and this and that. If they all, who cares, Sometimes some of the best friendships you got to get into with your friend in order to make it last, just like a relationship sometimes. But, yeah, it's so sad that James had to explain himself, but I understood exactly where he was coming from. Then you got people like, who else? D. Ramsey. I love D. Ramsey channel. I love her little lives and stuff. She be knowing how to throw that good shade in there and that comedy she be doing mixed in there. Oh, it'd be hilarious. But it's so sad. She get thrown in the mix. People talk about her. Then, I didn't even know her sister, is it a sister or is it her best friend, have a channel. What is her name? Deanna or something like that. I think that's her sister. I think they're both from California. I like her sister. hilarious and don't put up with shit. But now she done got thrown in some nicks. I say, God damn. And then you hear people names like this Chopper guy. Lord, I thought they was talking about Chopper from New Orleans, the rapper. When I first heard that name, Chopper. then next thing you know, his feed popped up and I clicked on him and I said, oh, okay, a little hilarious. I like it. So it's funny because all this messiness is linking up together. Linking to all these different videos, whether it's old content creators or whether they're new. But it's interesting as hell, and it's petty as hell. It's easy to say, oh, can we all get along? But a lot of this stuff seems like it's getting a little bit too far. You know, you got people calling folks jobs, people knocking on people's doors, people sending fake process servers to people's house. You know, you don't do stuff like that. You know, when I seen that video of VS, which I'm not subscribed to her, but when I seen that video of VS, because that's another one that popped up, you know, I had to respect what she said. You know, like, okay, you lucky the first time. You lucky the cop talking to you the first time. But see, let somebody else come to my house. She would have had every right to shoot that girl. That girl would have kicked down her door and would have stepped foot in. VS would have had every right to shoot, possibly kill that girl. You know, people say, oh, that was a process server. Some people say, no, that was somebody Sean sent. I mean, we don't know who she really was. But you can't be doing that. You cannot be doing that. You got people I guess following people, taking people pictures and sending them to other YouTube. I mean, my thing is, you got to be careful on these YouTube streets. You got to pick your battles wisely. You know what I'm saying? You got to pick your battles wisely. Because you have some people, they don't have shit to lose. Whether they're on YouTube all the time or not, you actually have some people who don't have nothing to lose. And they could care less about harming you or getting someone else to harm you. And it's just sad. You know, it's so many of these YouTubers that I actually like. And it's sad because, you know, once you kind of be a part of one clique, they don't want you going to another YouTube creator's video. They don't want you being in their live making comments. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares who videos you go, you know, or who lives you go be in, and you might comment and say, oh, your hair look nice. Oh, I like that tie. I like that shirt. You know, who cares? Especially if you're not being messy. This is just another YouTube content creator that you like, and you just want to, you know, comment on he or she's video. You know? But I have been noticing, you know, these past couple of weeks that the messiness is just getting out of control. The messiness is just getting out of control on these YouTube streets. It's just ridiculous. You know, they've talked about Lady Nika. They dragged her for filth for a long time since that I forgot what year that was. You know, when she went to that Vegas game. What was that? 2016? I think it was 2016. It's been a long time. But since that incident happened, they dragged her poor little name for filth. And I like her channel. I like Lady Nika. You know, she be speaking some real shit. But all that petty, messy, backpedaling, you know, don't nobody got time. Look at these cars. Oh my God. Don't nobody got time for that. You know? Bobby. I just started watching Fabe. I'm not subscribed to her, but, you know, I started watching Fabe. You know, she be confusing the hell out of me sometimes, but she's funny. She's a funny character. You know, I don't dislike her, but, you know, Fabe is Fabe. Like I say, you know, I could name a whole bunch of other YouTube content creators, but it's just sad, you know, because all their names are getting linked to just messy stuff. I mean, you click on one video, they're talking about the next one. You click on that one, they're talking about the other one. It's like a revolving door. You know, every day, every other day, they're making videos and getting a lot of clicks and views from the people they beefing with. Tracy Pieces, I like her. And man, she's hilarious. Tracy, especially when she be sick. Well, I can't really do it. Tracy PC in the house. I can't really do it while I'm driving. I probably get into a wreck. But something about Tracy Pieces, I actually like her. You know, they talk shit about her too. Oh, but she drags and be throwing that shade back though. I gotta give it to her. She do. But you know, it's just sad. I just have to come on here and just kind of like give my little opinion on it. You know, I've been wanting to say something, but you know, I want to watch my words carefully because, like I say, I ain't about that beefing on YouTube. Not about it. Not about it at all. You know, I try to, you know, give content. I talk about anything, movie reviews, what's happening in the world, certain celebrities, my regular day life. I talk about whatever. I don't have time to be talking about a specific or certain YouTubers to get views. I just don't have time. If I am talking about a YouTuber, it's pretty much going to be something positive. What is this called doing? It's pretty much going to be something positive. You know, that, you know, you can either learn from, get some advice from, you know. It's going to be something positive. Nobody had time for that messiness on YouTube. But hey, people like it, you know. But anyway, I didn't want to dwell on it. I've been talking about this mess for 11 minutes now. Lord, let me get off of here. Let me focus on this road, get home, relax. And I will talk to you guys later.